Bro, okay, so I read something today and it was like saying that they should have done the sequels off of Ahsoka. I was like, that would have been dope, I guess, cause like they said that like the Chosen One was supposed to bring balance in the Force, and like technically, Ahsoka was like Anakin's Padawan, so like it would make sense still in a way.
Hmm.
I mean, in the end, he did, but I don't know.
That would
It's
have kind of been the same thing though.
like in the end, he did, you know, like they said he was the chosen one. And then
But
he did do what he was supposed to do. Like well, I don't know. My dad explains it as like he only defeated the emperor, but technically since they made the new movies, he didn't bring balance to the force. Cuz
yeah, exactly.
cuz that was like the true prophecy of the chosen one, to bring balance to the force, not just kill the Sith. So, I don't
Yeah,
know.
so they brought balance to the Force. Well, if Anakin's the chosen one, he brought balance to the Force, right?
Yeah.
And then at the end of episode six, they're all celebrating,
Mhm.
all that. They got the dun, 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 dun,
Yeah,
dun,
yeah,
dun.
yeah.
And then it's like whatever, however long later, boom, new problems, no balance to the Force.
Yeah. I mean,
And none
like,
of the characters are likable.
none of the characters are likable. I don't know. What's his name? Jonathan Bodega. He
The
played a good
pilot
character. The
or the black
stormtrooper.
dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was.
He should have been the
Uh,
Jedi, bro. Like, I don't know, man. He's a lot better than Ray, but it's whatever.
when I saw him in season seven, I was disappointed.
What do you
It was
mean?
weird because the trailer for not season seven, episode seven
Yeah, I know.
was like him in the desert, and he like takes off his mask, and he's like, he's like breathing so ridiculously. And then I don't know, the trailer was just so god awful. I remember seeing it like George Lucas did a trailer or something.
Mhm.
And it was like god awful. I was like, yeah, I'm out.
Now, you wanted to see him though. What we saw like all of them together. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I mean, it's Star Wars.
Or,
You're gonna see
well,
it.
yeah. I don't think we saw the newest one though.
That's the thing. They know you're gonna see it, so they can just be fucking, hey, fuck it, bring Palpatine back.
Yeah, that's just the thing that sucks about it, is like they just were milking that shit out because they knew they could, and like now they're finally doing something decent with the Mandalorian. I feel like they leave a lot of loose ends, but it's still quality content.
The spin-offs were good. Han Solo, particularly Rogue One, was
Dude,
amazing.
yeah, really though, Rogue One's my favorite. I still watch that one
Like,
more than anything.
like the ending act where like they all die. That's just like amazing, an amazing story arc.
I mean, it had to happen, and the best thing about that movie is I love how it just transitions perfectly into Episode 4.
Yeah, I mean that was awesome too. And then you got the scene with Darth Vader where he's just slaying people.
Dude, at that point, I would have just like shit my pants. I'd have been like, nah,
people in
dog.
the people in the theater were like, "Yo!" Like that was just awesome.
Yeah,
That's
that was
good
a pretty
fan
good one.
service. Seeing old ass Katara, not good fan service.
I think it's like with the Avatar or whatever, Korra. I think it's like they have to do that, because it's like you're watching it, and it's like, bro, you better hurry up because I already qualied. Like they're watching
Calm
it.
down.
You're watching that show. Like, well, would you have been upset if it didn't see Katara at all?
I mean, you want to know what happened to them, but like it kills the mystery.
I mean, there's still a mystery of Sokka. I mean, like, I think that's kind of fucked up. Like, he's the only non-bender. They don't put him in there, but like you don't really know what
Yeah,
happened to him.
yeah, just died.
Well, you don't know
Yeah,
if
I
he got
mean, they
like,
put him. They kind of just cameoed in Korra.
yeah, like they just have an appearance, but they don't really do shit.
Yeah, basically, like it wasn't about them at all.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. It would have been cool if they like did anything though. Like if they were like, oh, just like anything, just to see them bend, to see them do anything.
Like Zuko has one moment where he gives Korra some like really cheesy advice.
Yeah.
That's it.
And he's like riding on a freaking dragon, like, bruh.
Yeah, right. still, Korra, good show, but season 2, cancer.
Dude, how do we get back on Korra, bro? We're supposed to be talking about Star Wars,
I don't know,
goddammit.
dude. Korra's dope.
Bro, I don't feel like I can clip any of this out.
I like shitting on Korra the whole time. Yeah, Korra's dope.
I don't know if I'm gonna be able to cut any of this out, dude. Probably just like
Okay, so
look.
there's the scene with John Boyega in the desert
Mhm.
where he's breathing like crazy,
Yep.
and then there's the one where he's like in the what's it called, Empire base or whatever. What is it called? First Order.
Yeah.
He's in their base and he's like in that ship and he takes off his helmet and he's breathing hard as fuck again.
I mean,
You
he's
know
just
what I'm
like
talking about?
I do, but he's just like baffled by what he's like. He's like having a moment of realization, you know, like damn, like what the fuck are we doing, you know?
That to me is like really odd directing.
I feel like it's supposed to just be like some Disney symbolism bullshit, you know, like
But they're like, you're not running at all. You're not doing anything. You take off your mask and you're sweating bullets. And you just breathe. I want you to just breathe hard as fuck. Like, that kind of
uh,
summed up his acting performance, in my opinion.
I mean, you have a
I
million
fucking
dollar
saw.
Damn, I saw that too. You have a $1 million company like Disney though. Like they're just gonna do whatever they want, you know. They hire these directors and they probably just kind of let them do whatever they want. Who was it? Wasn't it like J.J.
Yeah,
Abrams or whatever?
yeah. They totally know that you're gonna watch it anyway.
Yeah.
And you know what? If they come out with another one, I'm
I'm
still
gonna
gonna watch
watch it, right?
it.
They could do
You know?
3 more. They could do 3 more, and I'd still go watch them all.
Right, like you
It's just
can't not watch it. It's Star
It's
Wars.
just disappointing though, cause like I know like everybody, I was hyped like when I was like, oh hell yeah, they're gonna be making 3 new movies, like even if they were like 2 years apart or whatever. I was like, hell
Hmm.
yeah, run it, you know.
I remember we saw the episode 7 together.
Dude, I remember we were like trying to convince each other it was good. Like, oh yeah, it wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad.
Bro, that's the best part. Disney really got us.
And then we were like, looked at it in hindsight, bro. That movie was trash.
Like it startled, and like our smiles just slowly faded.
Dude, it was just like the it like not only was it like bad story arc in a way, but it was just like nothing really lined up with like Star Wars at all, you know? Like
Right.
you have this guy, he's a stormtrooper for God's sakes, and he knows how to use a lightsaber somehow, like bruh. And then it come to find out he's not even
Mm.
a Jedi, like that just makes no sense at all.
They have you in the trailer thinking that he's the Jedi, but he's not.
Yeah, that's another thing. Like I don't they probably did that on purpose, but like for what? Like what was the purpose, you know?
Yeah.
Just I don't know.
Ray, they're just bad characters. I mean, Ray is perfect. She learns the Force in like what, one day?
Right, and Luke didn't even do that, you know? Like he doesn't even really use a force in the whole first episode, does he?
Like she's no, like yeah, he sucked at it too.
That was easy.
Damn. They showed him trying to practice with, like that robot.
Yeah, and
That's like
he was like
leaving.
okay at it, but it wasn't like he was like fucking. Cause isn't it like in the first episode or in the one episode 7, like Ray takes the lightsaber from him with the force?
Right.
Like when he's like when they're in like that like forest or whatever, and he's fighting fucking forgot his name.
Hey, picture this scene though.
The Darth Vader of the new ones. I can't remember his name. Kylo Ren.
Picture this scene though.
All right, I'm picturing it.
You're flown out in space. You're like, fuck it, I'm dead. I'm in space.
Yeah,
Right?
I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
Fuck it, let me just start flying.
yeah, that was pretty bad.
Bro, me and my dad watched that one, and in the theater, we just looked at each other like, what the fuck? Just like, I'm out.
Yeah, and then they shot themselves in the foot doing that though. Like again, God rest her soul. But like then she ends up
Right.
dying in real life. Like that would have been the perfect opportunity to like kill her off. Like God rest her soul, bro. But like, come on.
Really, she should have died. God rest her soul, but Hey.
Damn,
Can't
dude,
always
am I
make good
even gonna
movies.
make it? Damn, dude, I'm going hard in the
Man, you're going all
paint.
the way. Yeah, he just pushed that dude to victory. That's crazy.
What was
The
that one?
thing with
That was
8,
8. I thought we saw
yeah,
that one together too. I know we saw at least 2 of them together. Maybe Rogue One.
maybe Rogue One.
I don't know.
Or, yeah, Rogue
I
One.
remember
Maybe
when we
Han
saw
Solo.
Deadpool, dude. That was a good ass movie. And I remember your
Damn.
parents were all like, "Yeah, we're gonna bring your sister, but I'm glad we didn't."
Yeah, right. We didn't know what it was gonna be. The trailer was like pretty low key.
I mean, it was rated R.
Yeah. I mean,
That one
I
and
don't know.
then
You don't
Sausage
really think
Party.
Marvel and think like, oh, it's rated R, you know?
Yeah, true. Okay, I
The
suck.
thing is, in the sequels, they just bent the fucking rules so hard. Like,
In Star
you
Wars,
know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah, yeah. That's what I'm
Like
saying.
every
Like us, like a stormtrooper suddenly knows how.
brainwashed. Yeah.
Right, and then he knows how to use a lightsaber somehow. Like bullshit, dude. You can't convince me either
Mm-hmm.
way. And then the whole like the Rey kissing Kylo Ren, like that's
Don't
bullshit
get me
too.
started.
That's bullshit too because if she's truly a Jedi, like she would be evil because she has a tie to him now and he died and you're not telling me that she can overcome some shit like that because I'll tell you what, she's just not well trained, you know? She's not trained
Mm-hmm.
enough. Like Obi-Wan, he did that shit. Okay, like okay, fine. You know, it's Obi-Wan. But like
It's
Rey,
Obi-Wan.
Ray, like just learned the Force. Like, come on, bro. Like Obi Wan's a master.
Yeah.
He trained with like Yoda. Like, come on,
Mm-hmm. And
dog.
even Obi-Wan had twisted him up too.
Ugh, yeah. She kissed him. I was like, okay, this is it.
That's
I
just
didn't
crazy.
want.
That just felt like they're like, fuck it, throw a kiss in there.
Well, like
They're
I
like,
said, it's
hey,
Disney, and their directors are just gonna do whatever because they're Disney directors and they're getting paid the big bucks. So like, what do they care at that point? And then another
yeah,
thing was like,
it's a service.
I forgot what I was gonna
Yeah,
fucking say.
I just want you to fucking fall off but live.
I forgot what I was gonna fucking say. Something
There's
about.
just, dude, there's just so many
I
things
don't
they bent the rules on. Flying through space. The Force is suddenly like way different now. Ray learns it in like one day.
know.
And then they're
Yeah.
like, oh, Force healing.
Oh, okay. So
What?
one thing is like, one thing I hate hearing though is like, okay, the sequels are bad, yes, but like people are always all like, I lost. People are always all like, oh,
No,
the sword fighting in the sequels is so bad, blah blah this, blah blah that. I'm like, bruh, like, do you not remember in episode 6 when Luke is just hacking away at Darth Vader? Like, come on. There's no
that was good though.
there's no swordsmanship in the original trilogy, and I'm not saying it's
Right.
bad because of that, but like you can't dog on the sequels or whatever for having bad swordsmanship. Like I don't know, I'm
I
not
actually
spectating.
like the swordsmanship in the original.
Why? It doesn't even really have any. I mean, like even when Obi Wan is fighting Darth Vader, two masters, and they like clank swords like once.
Well, yeah, that was the first one. But the scene where Luke chops Vader's arm off on the ledge, that to me was dope.
Why? He literally like he's
Because
just
he's
angry
just
and
like
he's like,
hacking at.
well, that's not swordsmanship though.
It was more emotion. But the swordsmanship in episode 5, when they're in like that area where they froze Han,
Oh yeah, I
that was
guess.
pretty
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I mean, nothing compares to the prequels when it comes to swordsmanship, but I'm
The
just saying
thing,
like you can't
yeah,
say the sequels are bad because
ready
of
up.
swordsmanship. It's just not true.
Bruh. So the original was more like just kind of hacking at each other, you know?
Mhm.
In the original trilogy, the prequels is like really dancey for some reason. I don't like the prequels swordsmanship as much as the original, just because it was like really dancey, like really choreographed.
Well, yeah, of course it was choreographed. Like, bro, you episode 1, dude? Oh my gosh, like that's
Yeah, that was
amazing,
good.
bro. That's
Yeah, that was
amazing.
good.
Like that is mint. It's so good. Like the music, the like not to sound weird, but like the costumes, like oh my gosh, like
Yeah, that's good. Episode 1 was boring, though.
How?
episode,
What is boring about that one?
episode 1 is kind of the worst of all of them, but
No, all of the
hey,
movies combined or the six?
the original or the prequels.
Uh, I would say that the second one is the worst in my opinion. Just because there's not a whole lot of action and
Bro, you
like
like Jar Jar?
it's not Jar Jar's in all three of them.
He only has a couple scenes in the other two.
I don't
They
know.
took him out because there's so much backlash from Jar Jar.
I
Bro,
I
Jar
don't
Jar is
know.
basically Bolin.
Shut up. Stop talking about Korra. Oh my gosh, you have beef with that show, bro.
Season 2,
You have
just season
so
2.
much beef with that show. Jar
Just season
Jar?
2.
I don't know. Jar Jar's a
Come on,
weird
dude.
character.
Jar Jar.
He's a
Jar Jar
weird
ruined the whole
character,
movie.
but no, he didn't. No, he didn't. Dude, it's
Yeah,
such
he
a
did.
good movie. I think that's like, I don't know, if I had to rank them all, that's probably in my top. But like, episode 6 is probably my most favorite out of all of them. Just because everything with like Jabba's palace. And
Mhm. I don't know.
uh,
There are flaws in all of them.
what's your favorite out of all of them? Episode
5.
7, huh? 5?
Yeah, yeah, 5.
What's so good about 5?
It's just the best written, I guess.
Best written? How do you say that?
Yeah. Just the story's the best. Like, there's weird stuff. Episode 4 is, like, really corny and kind of, like, kiddish, I guess, in a way.
Why? I don't think so. I like episode
It's
4
just,
just because it's like it's that nostalgic like first episode, you know, like first movie. And
yeah,
for what they were working with back in what, like the 70s, it's
mhm,
a great movie, you know. It's well made and my dad he talks about it like seeing that in the theaters for the first time, like they never seen anything like it.
mhm.
And I mean
Just kind
obviously
of,
the versions that we watch are obviously remastered, but still.
yeah.
Like I seen the original of episode 6, dude. It was so bad.
Yeah, I mean,
And they don't have that
he remastered the classics.
they don't have that scene in there when they're like singing in Jabba's palace.
Bro, Jedi rocks.
Oh my
I mean, we
god.
started on Jedi rocks, bro. Like, you can't tell me 6 is the favorite when there's Jedi rocks in there. Come
Okay,
on.
I don't know, dude. Just everything that happens at Jabba's palace to me is like so good. Like I literally just watched that movie like last night.
Yeah. I mean,
That
episode 4 is just a little cheesy, that's
that and the
all.
Phantom Menace, probably my favorites.
I really like George Lucas's, like, style of action, though.
Like what?
Especially in the originals. Like, if you watched Indiana Jones, you'd, like,
Yeah, I seen them all.
you'd see it way more, you know?
He made
Just his
those too?
style, you know?
He didn't make those, did he?
I think he wrote it. He wrote them.
Those are Steven Spielberg.
Steven Spielberg directed them, but I think George Lucas wrote them or produced them or
Oh
something.
yeah, it says right here, production companies Lucasfilm. Huh. Yeah, it's been a minute since I've seen the Indiana Jones movies, probably like a year, so my memory's not like fresh on them. But yeah, they're good movies.
You'd see the action similarities between, like, Star Wars, the originals, you know?
All I can
But
think of is like
5 is the best one.
suspense in the action. I guess is what I see the most in
Man, I
comparison.
hate this. This level sucks.
Yeah, it's pretty awful.
We need to have the skill ones, you know?
Bro, we just need to make a podcast, bro. Just like our opinions on things. Just
That would,
fucking.
that'd be dope.
I feel like that'd
I,
be way easier because like this right now could be a podcast, just us fucking rambling, bro.
we're very opinionated.
But I feel like we just wasted so much good conversation.
What do you mean wasted?
Like
Just
for a
'cause you're not at it all.
podcast. I mean this is being recorded, so I mean we can always use it for whatever, but I don't know. It's gonna be hard to figure out how to
Oh,
edit all
I'm not
this.
gonna
We're not
make
gonna
it.
make it. Hold on. Fuck.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah.
Fuck, dude. That sucked. That is the worst level, dude. It's literally the worst level. Alright, so what? You think that it's weird because Luke wants to send everyone in one by one? I think that's the point.
That's kind of dumb though.
I mean, I guess.
Like, why didn't you just go on in the first place and just kick everyone's ass?
Yeah, I don't really know.
Like, let me get Leia in slave position. Let me get the droids with bolts on them. Let me just like fall in the pit with that monster. He's like trying to lose.
I mean, he didn't know that the freaking Rancor was underneath him. C-3PO tries to warn him, but you know, C-3PO.
Yeah, but he knew that who Jabba was.
I mean, obviously he lives on. He was born on Tatooine, lived there his whole
Yeah.
life, basically. He's a fucking gangster. I mean, like, you know who fucking Al Capone is? Avi.
Yeah.
Or fucking.
I mean, that's why I think episode 6 is, or episode 5 is better than 6.
Do you rank all originals over any other movies?
Ever?
No, I mean like when you rank all the Star Wars movies, like do you put like 4, 5, and 6 before anything else?
Episode 3 is really good. 4 is kind of my least favorite of the original.
Episode 3 is good, but it's like so cringy, like
There's a lot of cringe.
Anakin, and then he's like, I'll kill you, like what?
Yeah, you're kind of right.
He's the evil one, Anakin. Like, come on. Oh my god, fucking Samuel L. Jackson, dude.
Man.
He did that role really well, but it's just so funny. Like, it's weird because, like, Mace Windu is, like, a good guy, but he seems so sinister, you know? Like, he just chops Jango Fett's head off. Like, he doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah, he seems kind of, like, political in his views, like, on the Chancellor, you know? Like, he's the one that wanted him to spy on him or whatever.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
just kind of pushed Anakin.
I don't know, man. You're not gonna quali.
Bro.
Get me out of here.
Rey is the chosen one.
No, she's not, dude. I'm Rey Skywalker. Bitch, no, you
That's what they
ain't.
want you to think.
Well, that's the whole point of it. Like, that's what my dad told me. He's like, well, it's obvious that she's the chosen one now because she was the one to bring balance in the Force. Because she was able to turn Kylo Ren good again. Turn him into, like, a Solo or whatever his name was. Wasn't it, like, Gabe or something? I can't remember.
Bro, that's why no one likes it, because this shit's on Anakin.
I don't think it's that so much. It just was a bad story arc. And it's like, if you're going to do this, like, do it well, you know? So.
That was the worst thing about episode 9, though. They
What?
brought Palpatine back.
Yeah, I remember in
Basically made Rey the chosen one.
the end of episode 8, you hear him like laughing. So I was like, bro, like for real? And then they really did it, and I was like, how? Like that's not even right, you know?
You're gonna knock me off.
I am, or they are.
They are. No, I remember I read online that in one of the Legends books, Palpatine comes back. It's like some dumb explanation, like Palpatine came back to life just because he was so evil. It's like something dumb like that.
I don't know.
I
When it,
remember reading that in the books, and I was like, I did not expect them to pull inspiration from that trash.
well, I don't know. Usually when I like I'm disgruntled about Star Wars, I just go to my dad and he like gives me his 2 cents on it. And he said that the whole cloning process like makes sense in a way, but to me it's just stupid. Like Anakin already did it.
On the Mandalorian.
Yeah, I watched all those. I thought I told you that.
I fell off.
You died? Fuck.
Yeah, I fucking failed. Anyways, but did you see that Snoke when they showed?
Was it though? Was it though?
Hey, that's what they say.
I saw that. I did see that. Somebody was like, "Oh, this is Snoke." I was like, "Bro,
Take
should
the
I go
hammer,
for
bro.
it? Should I go
Take
for it?"
the,
Ah! I wasn't even close. I
take the
was,
hammer, be a savage, bro.
I wasn't even close.
Damn, tough.
Do you really think it was Snoke though? I'm not. Why are you spectating?
I don't know. I wasn't even. Rod told me that, so.
I saw that on a post somewhere that somebody thought it was Snoke, but I don't think it was. I think it. I seen that people think they're just trying to make force sensitive clones or whatever. Like at the end of the first season or whatever, like you see that guy with that sword or whatever.
Mhm.
Like that's what they're saying it is. Like more
Well, that's what
people.
they're trying to do.
Yeah, they're saying it's like more people like that.
Mhm. Hey, could have been Snoke.
Did you played the newest Star Wars Battlefront, right?
Yeah.
With like it was like the Fire Squad. I can't remember what their name was. Inferno Squad.
Talking about the new Battlefront 2.
Yeah, the newest one that they came out like in 2017.
Mhm.
Yeah, so you know the like Inferno Squad or whatever.
I don't remember that.
It was like you play as like this girl or whatever, and she's a part of like a special ops team that is for the Republic, and it's like takes place like right after they blow up the Death Star the second time.
I remember Iden.
Yeah, Iden Versa or
Iden,
whatever.
yeah, campaign.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I thought that was like a decent story arc,
Eh,
but
I
it doesn't
mean,
it doesn't really tie in with anything that goes on in the Mandalorian, and I'm guessing that the Mandalorian.
yeah, I
I
mean,
think
I
they
don't
already
remember.
confirmed the Mandalorian takes place after Episode 6, right? Because
I think,
they
yeah.
keep talking about how the Republic's been disbanded or whatever, or the Galactic or Imperial whatever.
Bro, they gotta have Boba Fett in there. Come on.
That's just a loose end. I don't think they're gonna do anything with that.
They better. They had his armor in, foreshadowing, everything. Damn, I'm getting bullied.
Dude, me and this guy are going all the way. Oh no, now it's me. Hoop. Oh, dude, I'm the GOAT. I'm out
I'm
front,
watching
baby.
you guys.
Oh my gosh. Okay, this last one I don't even know. Hoop. Oh, damn. Alright, I made it.
Still gonna make it.
Easy. No,
Hey, I made it.
I want to be
Yeah, I'm
first.
good.
I was second. Damn it.
I'm good.
What else happened in The Mandalorian?
Is it just me or is the Mandalorian kind of off?
It's just weird because they just try to make it. It's weird to me because, like, the original trilogy, like, that was like everything in that movie is like based off of things that were happening in that time period. You know, like the humor, like is like 70s humor. You know, so like things like now are like cringier. You know, like they're trying to appeal to our audience, like the, and it's just not working. Like it's like they're trying to make jokes and stuff. And then like
Yeah.
and then of course anything that happens at all just becomes a meme. So that kind of ruins it. Like I don't know. That's the one thing. That's the one thing that I think is like off about the Mandalorian. That's like it just is a little cringy in the way they make jokes. Just because like your idea of like a Star Wars joke is like
Mhm.
a joke based off the 70s, and now here we are
What
50
jokes do
years
they make
later,
though?
huh?
What jokes do they make though?
Just like subtle jokes, you know, like the stuff that Han Solo says, and like laugh it up, fuzzball, you know, stuff like that. Like I bet people in the theater were like, oh ha ha ha, you know.
Yeah, that's pretty corny by today's
Yeah,
standards.
exactly. And like that's what you're kind of expecting though when you're watching those movies. I mean, there's not really. Damn, I almost fell off. Shh. There's like no jokes really in the.
Oh here.
Dude, I almost died. There's not really many jokes in the prequels, but yeah.
There's something just kind of off about the Mandalorian though. Like, it's like
Shh.
a lot of fan service to the original. I feel like they're doing a good job paying homage to the originals. You know,
How so?
like they're trying to make it like an old, like the original's like space western, right?
Yeah,
Or that's what
true.
it's sort of based off of. I feel like that's exactly what they're going for in The Mandalorian. It's like
Yeah,
a
I could see
space
that.
western,
He's kind of like the
which is
outlaw,
yeah, which is
like
dope, but
Han Solo
like
type beat.
yeah, Han Solo type beat. But one, the Mandalorian has no goal. Like he's supposed to be like a
Yeah,
killer, you know?
it's
And
it's
like he just saved this kid, and like basically the story is he saved the Baby Yoda or whatever, Grogu, because he was saved. They have like one little flashback that he was saved by Mandalorians, right?
who was
The
Grogu?
Mandalorian.
The man he was saved by Grogu at one point.
No, no, no. They show him when he's a kid, and he was saved by Mandalorians when he was a kid.
Oh, I do remember that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. He's like in the box or whatever. Not the
They,
box, but yeah.
that's like the only thing driving him is like he's supposed to be like a killer. Like, why would he care about some kid, you know?
Cuz he saved his
And he
life and he
got
knows it's
paid.
just a kid.
Right. But even then, there's no goal. It's just like he took the kid.
Well, I mean, they're trying
And
to give him
like,
a goal now, like get him back to his people. But then, like, he gets him to Ahsoka, and Ahsoka's like, "Nah, now you gotta go here." And then I guarantee he's gonna get to wherever he needs to go, and then they're
right,
gonna
I
be
feel
like,
like they're
"Nah,
kind
go
of,
here." Like,
yeah, I feel like they're kind of mining that story
well,
out. You
yeah,
know
I
what
was
I
just gonna say
mean?
that. Like, now it's getting to the point where they're just gonna milk it for a while, and because like really they've hit a roadblock. Like, unless they can make something happen, you know, because like it's not like they can make Grogu like age like. He's gonna have to at least
Bro,
age like
bro.
100 years, you know,
Yeah.
just to.
Damn, people are close.
Yeah, we're making it though. We're good.
Oh yeah.
But like Grogu is just so like old but young. You know what I'm saying? He's so old that it's not gonna make a difference how much time passes in the Mandalorian. Like that's where they fucked up low key, cause like they could develop it more like if he grew up, you know, and like was able to actually talk and shit. But like he can't,
Hmm.
and by the time he can, the Mandalorian's gonna be dead. Like
Yeah.
so they
By the
kind of
time you
fucked
can,
themselves.
they're setting them up for the fucking second sequel trilogy, though. When
Shut the
Grogu's
fuck up.
older.
Shut the fuck up. If that happens, dude,
If
hell
that
no.
happens, I'm out.
Nah, yeah, it's
I'm
just
gonna
dumb.
become a laughing stock.
They're kind of like destroying the Star Wars reputation for money.
He just has no goal at all. And there was like remember you were saying, like I don't know what they're gonna do with Ahsoka story wise, you know?
They're probably done
Like
with
what's gonna
her.
happen next? Like they're either gonna team up or just like split up
Well, they already did split up. He's
or
going to like wherever now.
exactly. So
Shit.
Ahsoka's not gonna be in it anymore.
I think they do that with a lot of people, just like put them in for one episode or whatever, and then that's it, you know. But I think they just know that the fan. I feel like I don't know. They just wanted people to come back and watch it more, you know. Like even though everybody loved the Mandalorian season 1, so I don't think they had to like
Yeah.
go out of their way to do that shit. But I like you said, they're just like what is it like paying homage to the fans or whatever, or doing this shit for the
Oh, I
fans
got a
basically.
gold one. Yeah.
I feel like they're just doing a lot of it for the fans, because I think they know that a lot of people were disappointed with the sequels, so they're just like whatever.
Mandalorian really won people over with good production though.
Yeah,
Like what does it have? It has no story really. This first season he has no goal, no story. He's just kind of like he's just supposed to be a badass,
well,
right?
the first season makes sense because he finds the kid, and then they're trying to get the kid from him, obviously. So that makes sense. Like he's kind of trying to run from them, but like yeah, the second season there's no goal. I don't think. He's
Well, he's
just
like faceless. He's
who the
like kind of you can't
Mandalorian.
see his emotion. Yeah, you can't see his emotions at all, right?
Uh huh.
So he's faceless. He you don't know why he's doing it really for basically most of the first season. He doesn't know where he's taking them. He has like no goal.
That guy was fucking jumping at the same hoop for like a minute, and I just jumped right in.
Like I don't know. I feel like they kind of cheesed off the really good production, you know?
What, like for the whole thing? First
Like
season?
for the Mandalorian, because what else is there?
What do you mean, what else? Oh, yeah, no story
Like
arc.
there's no story. It's
Yeah,
just good
there's no
production and
character
like
development. Yeah, true.
yeah,
You got a
there's
guy,
no
yeah, I
story.
get what you're saying now, because, like, you got a guy who doesn't, like, show any feelings or anything, and then you got another guy who
Hmm.
can't even talk. Like, I,
Right.
like, I just wish they, like, in my opinion, like, I wish they would do more with Grogu and, like, having the Force and shit, because, like, like when he uses the force, I'm like, oh, that's badass, and then like he never uses it ever again. Like, it's just so dumb. Like, if you're gonna give somebody with the force, like, do something.
There's off stuff too in the first season where like there's that one where he's fighting that beast and then Grogu saves him.
Yeah.
Like I thought you're supposed to be a badass, but you're about to die like a wimp.
I don't know. He's kind of like I don't know. Yeah, I guess that makes sense, but I mean everybody has their off days.
Yeah. I mean, the choreography seems a little off too. Not gonna lie.
What do you mean, like just the
Like it's
acting in
just
general, or what?
the acting, the dialogue, and the action seem
I
a little clunky. You know what I mean?
I like I'd say that the action is good with like whenever he's flying, I think it's really good. Like I think they're doing a good job of that in the second season. Like
Like
his
in space with
yeah.
jetpack.
Nah, yeah, in space, cause like he's like escapes the guys that are in the Republic when he's like taking that frog lady wherever, and then
Mhm.
and then I think it was either the newest episode or the one before where he like takes out the TIE fighters or whatever. That was pretty cool.
Right.
I liked that one.
But the stormtroopers suck ass though.
Are the
Bro, don't cut me
stormtroopers
off.
are the stormtroopers ever good, dog?
Dude, they're supposed to be like trained elite, like you know what
Dude,
I'm
that's like
saying?
the joke. I didn't expect them to do anything, bro. The stormtroopers are always such a joke. Like even in the originals, like God, these guys are elusive. Like they can't even hit them.
I know that makes it kind of cringy though.
But I've read theories that like they intentionally didn't want them to hit them or whatever, just because like Palpatine knew that they would lead them to Luke, so they were like, yeah, just let them live.
Yeah, but what's the excuse in Mando though?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's
It
just
sucks
God. I almost fucking
ass.
died. It's like what do you call it? It's just like now it's just you fucker. Now it's just
Threw you off.
the stereotype, I guess. Damn. What?
Dude,
Hold
I
on. You just like
win.
mega jumped on my screen. Go that way. Dive, dive. Oh my
No.
gosh. You almost won, dude.
Yeah, it gets tough.
Where's the other guy? I only see one guy.
The other guy's on
Oh,
the yellow still.
dang, this
He's
guy's
gonna
killing it.
fall though. He's gonna die if he falls.
He won. Dang. Okay, whatever.
Damn.